Hey folks, Mr. Hempstead here, coming back with another classic. We are still in the lab. We're going over elements, compounds, and mixtures today, and just seeing some real life examples of what do elements, compounds, and mixtures look like when they're at the atomic level. Okay, so right here I've got some elements. Okay. These are atoms, effectively, or rather, they're models of atoms. These aren't really actual elements themselves, they're representing elements. See, elements are things that can't be broken down into smaller pieces. I can't take these little spheres and break them down into a smaller thing, which makes them an element. There's a lot of different elements in the universe. I'm going to show you something that I don't want you to be overwhelmed by, okay? I'm never going to make you memorize this. I'm showing it to you so that you can just appreciate it, okay? But get ready for the coolest thing ever. This is everything. Everything you have ever seen, touched, tasted, or smelled is in this periodic table of elements. All of these elements exist in our universe. They make up everything. They are matter. They matter. Yeah. And see, the cool thing about elements is elements like the element in my ring. It's tungsten, W. It's number 74 on the periodic table. That's what my ring is made of. It's one single element. Elements can be used to create compounds. Compounds. See, a compound is just a couple of elements that have come together and formed chemical bonds to create a new substance. And this is what makes up most of the universe. Pretty much everything you've ever seen, you've probably only seen a couple of elements even in your entire life. You've seen a lot of compounds. This actually is water. This is an oxygen atom, and these are two hydrogen atoms. And together it's H2O, or water. So if you could shrink yourself down to the atomic level, this is what water would look like. Maybe not the same colors, but this would be the shape of water. A compound. Elements that have formed chemical bonds to form something a little bigger. We can break compounds down into smaller pieces. I can break H2O into OH and H. I cannot break H's down into something less than an H. I cannot break O's down into smaller O's. I can't make an element less than what it is, but I can break a compound down into smaller pieces. Okay, so what happens if we've got a bunch of compounds and elements and mix them together? Well, if we've got a bunch of elements and compounds mixed together, you guessed it, it's a mixture. So a mixture is just, well, a mix of sometimes elements, sometimes compounds, sometimes both. And these are a bunch of different kinds of elements and compounds that we have in our world, or at least they're representations of them. So let's quick review. Can you tell me what is an element? Elements are individual molecules with their own unique properties, and they can't be broken down into smaller components. Okay, so what's a compound? A compound is just a couple of atoms that have bonded together, a couple of different elements that have bonded together to form something with new and unique properties. Hang on, I have to set the phone down. There we go, like that. And we can break them apart like you saw me do earlier. And mixtures, well, these are just combinations of things. If we physically mix grains of sand together, we're creating a mixture. If you mix water and salt, right? Water and salt, which are both, by the way, compounds, we create a mixture. Get in there. Because now there's water and salt mixed together. We didn't chemically combine them. They're not compounds, but we physically mixed them together. That's what makes them a mixture. Compounds are chemical combinations of elements, and mixtures are physical combinations of elements and compounds. Okay. See you later next time, folks. Bye.